Integrative Learning Academy is a Christ-centered K through 6 micro school. This is me, Rachel, with my family, my 4 kiddos. We began the school in 2020 out of the need for an alternative educational setting for my own children. My oldest son, Lincoln, has autism, and the typical school model just was not going to be a good fit for him. So we developed this model, which is an inclusive model that supports diverse, neurodiverse, and neurotypical students in the same classroom versus the typical pull-out that you might find in a regular educational model, such as something in the public school system. We combine the best parts of many approaches, such as Reggio Emilia, Montessori, and the traditional educational model, into an individualized model that best suits our learners. We believe that the classroom is the third teacher. And so, because of that, everything that you see in our classroom is student created, from calendars and alphabet and everything in between. We intentionally decorate our classroom to promote a sense of belonging and family so students can see themselves as an integral part of our community. When you look at our walls, you're going to find pictures of our students, birthday wall with their picture, and even birthday canvases that they get to create on their special day. Students have class jobs that they're responsible to complete every single day. They are paired up with an older student and a younger student, and they are responsible for sweeping, taking care of our chickens, wiping down tables and light switches, cleaning the bathrooms. And all of this is to promote that sense of community and that sense of responsibility. And the older students help the younger students learn the job skills that are required to complete these jobs successfully. We also have people that are students that are responsible for monitoring how well the jobs have been done. And if they have not been completed properly, they get a fine. So it's more motivation for them to do their job properly. We utilized project-based hands-on learning to foster student inquiry, and we dive into topics that are relevant to our students. Projects are scaffolded based on the child's age and ability, and they last anywhere between 4 to 8 weeks, and they end with a culminating showcase for families. Through our STEM investigations, our students engage in building and designing projects that require problem solving, teamwork, and flexible thinking. These projects often complement our inquiry units and are always the most fun student preferred activities. We have found a balance in combining personalized mastery based computer literacy and math programs with science based teacher led best practices for reading and math. This means that we are able to tailor fit a learning program for each child so that they're learning at their ability level, regardless of their age or grade. So we use flexible, adaptable groups throughout our day. We provide a range of therapies during our school day for an additional cost or by billing insurance through our contracted therapy companies. These therapies include feeding, occupational, ABA, speech, and music. Sessions are thoughtfully scheduled during the day to be as minimally intrusive as possible. And we're able to move the schedule around depending on what students need to be pulled out at what times, as well as being able to provide therapies that are an hour long versus what you would typically find in a public school setting that are maybe only a half an hour or less. And oftentimes they're not individual therapies, they're group therapies. And our therapies are always one on one. At the heart of our inclusive program is developing the whole child through an integrative approach, and this includes multisensory activities geared towards developing both sides of the brain through crossing midline as well as retained reflexes and exercises. These activities are woven throughout our day. We directly teach social emotional skills and embed this throughout our day as well. Student led peacekeeper meetings allow practical applications of skills in real life situations, while daily emotional check ins through journal writing provide a safe space to express their thoughts and their feelings. We normalize fidgets and weighted blankets and vibrating tools, compression vests, headphones, and all other sensory tools that allow students to regulate their bodies so that they can focus on learning. And we strongly believe that all students benefit from these tools and should have unlimited access to them throughout the day. Students have access to a variety of flexible seating choices in order to ensure that we are meeting students where they are. From bouncy balls to wobbly stools to comfy couches and even laying on the ground, students have so many choices in how they want to learn. And this freedom allows them to focus their attention on what matters, which is learning. Our fine motor skills and sensory integration is central in our learning approach, and everyday students are provided the opportunity to explore our units of study through sensory activities. These activities are available for students to utilize during class time as well as during their free time. You can see we make our own Play-Doh. We allow kids to use real hammers, hammering into pumpkins. They love it. We are so very blessed to have two therapy dogs, Maddox and Jolene, who provide emotional support to students, as well as two fuzzy therapy bunnies, Cece and Brownie. We have found the use of these therapy animals in the classroom really helps relieve student anxiety and calms and comforts students when they're feeling overwhelmed. We see a lot of students with school trauma, and the pets are an amazing tool to help them calm and regulate their bodies so they can focus on learning. We believe in allowing students to engage in risk-taking activities, and not only does taking risk help children overcome their fears and building confidence, it also helps children develop physical skills that support good body awareness. Having adequate body awareness is essential for safely navigating and interacting with the world around them, as well as precursors to building the strength for handwriting and other core strength that they need to be able to focus their attention on learning. We teach life skills with real life applications here in Integrative Learning Academy by allowing our students access to real knives to cut with, hot pots to stir, and blenders to mix. We are allowing students to learn these skills in a safe setting by applying real life math and reading skills in these activities. Learning becomes very relevant and exciting for students. Executive function skills are woven into all areas of our day. We provide support and scaffolds for learners with executive function deficits. Their cognitive load is lessened when we are able to provide those supports for them. This allows them to focus more on learning the skill at hand and less on learning routines and processes. We have multi-age classroom here, and this allows our younger and older students to learn alongside each other. These small individualized groups are based on need in the academic areas, provides an opportunity for these multi-age students to work and learn alongside each other. Our older students enjoy teaching and helping with our younger students, and our younger students benefit from having an older mentor. We value developing students with a wide range of interests and abilities outside the typical academic content. And because of that, we provide many opportunities throughout the week to dive into a diverse range of activities. Our enrichments include PE, Spanish, Run Club, music, coding, robotics, and entrepreneurship. We really believe that students that struggle with learning need to find passion and skills that they enjoy, hobbies that they love to do that are outside of the school day, the four walls of a school. Once a month, our students take a field trip that aligns with our unit of study, and this allows our students real life applications and experience to see the relevance of their learning. I want to share a few students' stories with you. This is my son, Lincoln, on the left, and his friend, Luke. Luke came to us 2 grade levels below. He has autism and dyslexia, dyscalculia, dysgraphia, and has made incredible growth. He has shown around 3 years worth of growth in both reading and math this year. We are so proud of the skills that he has been developing. This is James. James has been with us for 2 years. He came to us significantly behind. He has an autism diagnosis, but also has a genetic disorder and epilepsy. And James has a full-time therapist that we are able to have with him. And he is making so much growth. He's happy. He's included in the classroom. And it's amazing to see him sitting at lunch with friends, making these connections with people and learning these social skills that are so needed for him to be integrated into real life. This is Riley. Riley came to us last year, significantly behind academically. She has dyslexia, dyscalculia, dysgraphia, and she has been working very hard the past 2 years to overcome some pretty severe school trauma from the public school that she was attending before coming to us. She is slowly making progress. We are working every day on the anxiety and her academic skills. We've been able to get her access to vision therapy and a lot of other therapies such as OT to help her in her holistic approach to being able to become a reader. And this is Gabriel. Gabriel is new to us this year, and he has come so far. He was at a school that was very traumatic for him. He was holding on to the car door, screaming, not wanting to go into the building every single day. His parents were able to remove him from the school, and he unschooled for a few months before coming to us. And we were told that he was so low that he probably was not going to do well with us and needed to have one-on-one tutoring just to be able to come into a school setting. And we are so thrilled to say he has made incredible growth. He is has reached grade level proficiency in math. He is approaching grade level proficiency in reading. His parents have decided to wean him off of his ADHD meds, and we have been successful in coming alongside his parents for that. And we just couldn't be more thrilled with Gabriel and his progress. So we have so many good things happening at Integrative Learning Academy, and we are running out of my house currently. And as you can see in these pictures, space is getting very tight, and we have an incredible wait list of families just dying to get in to receive the education that we provide at Integrative Learning Academy. We love our space, we love our home, but it is time for us to find a new building. And this is where we are asking for support. We're looking for a property, some way to get into a space that would allow our kids more room to play and more classrooms for therapies, to be able to expand our middle school program and to include not only a kindergarten program, but a preschool program as well that would be developmental, so that we would be able to early identify students with special needs, give them access to high quality therapies and education interventions, and then be able to have them seamlessly transition into our program. So how can you help? We are so grateful for any donations that anyone can give. This is our website if you want to take a look more at what we are offering. And if you scan this QR code that goes directly to our donation site, we are a nonprofit 501c3. All donations are tax deductible. And we are just so thankful for any consideration that you might have to help Integrative Learning Academy touch more lives, change more lives, and help students gain the confidence and the independence that they need to become productive members of this society. Thank you so much for your time.